Hello friends and fellow music producers. Welcome to In the Studio with Donny Carr. This is episode number 29. Today I wanted to show you a great way to make your own custom effects using sounds that are already within your project. I find this a very great way to work because it just helps gel everything together that much better because you're making effects from sounds you've already fit and that are in your track already. Um, we're going to be applying this technique to this chord stab here, or my main chord riff. So I'm going to give you a quick little preview of the song, and we'll get right into it. So this is the track here. So this is a really raw track at the moment. I'm just kind of figuring out the arrangement, seeing where things fit, getting some ideas down. But yeah, let's get right into it here. I'm going to go ahead and loop this chord riff here because that's what we'll be working with. So I'll loop that up. And so the premise of this, all we want to really do is we want to send this chord stab or this chord riff to an auxiliary channel with a lot of effects on them and jam around with those effects and record it into audio and then pull it into the project, and you can go through it and pick little bits out to use. So let's set the send return channel up for this. This is the main chord riff here, chord stab on channel 29. So we're going to send it into this open effects or send track or auxiliary track, whatever your DAW calls it. So I'm going to send that in at 100%. Boom, 100%. And now let's set this up here. What I'm going to do is add a EQ just to clean things up a little bit. I don't want it to get too muddy down low and too crazy up top. So I'm going to apply this band pass here to keep things in check. Now for this technique, I find the Valhalla space modulator works great because there's some cool combos here that have like chorus and delay and echoes and reverb all in one. And when you adjust these parameters here, you can come up with some really cool sounds. Obviously, you don't need to use this plugin. Patcher within FL Studio has some great combination effects. I think they were put together by Wise Labs. Let's check them out here actually. If I can Patcher presets. Yeah, Wise Labs. It has some cool effects here. So you can check those out. One knob multi-effect would be cool for this. So you can use that. So yeah. The next thing I'm going to add to this chain is a little tape saturation. You could also use like distortion or whatever you wanted to do. The reason I'm adding this is to have that much of a little bit more of a difference between the original chord stab and the sound that we'll be recording. I just want that extra like little, variation. So, and I'm actually going to set this up really quick. I want to adjust the input and the output on this because I want this VU meter to kind of tickle around 100 or +1 at its peak. I'm going to go ahead and do that really quick. Alright, that'll work. And then we're going to record this into Edison. So pull up Edison here and we're going to record on input. So we have the chord stab looped here. Now what I like to do is actually link whatever I'm going to be using to modulate and move around. I like to link that up to my controller so I could actually kind of feel the music and not look at my screen and just kind of vibe with it for a second. So let's go ahead and do that. Obviously it's not necessary, but it's more fun and I think you get better results out of it personally. So I don't know if you know how to do this, but it's super easy. Click this knob tab here, or yeah, and then wiggle whatever parameter you want to link your MIDI controller to. Wiggle, 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 and now we're linked. And go ahead and set all these up. Boop, rate, boop. Do the depth and the feedback. Okay, cool. So now I'm just going to select this combination preset here and play the track back and have a little jam session, and record it into Edison. Here we go. I'm going to stop there, or this video will go on for all eternity. So stop that. And then once you're done, you just grab your clip out of Edison, use this little arrow tab on the top right to pull it into the playlist as audio. And you could even like send that to the piano roll. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but I guess you could. And then you can go through and cherry pick little hits and bits out of there that you like. This is great for you know, little transition effects, little like incidental hits here and there. I mean, obviously you could do that with like your drum bus and come up with some cool like little drum fills and things like that. You could even layer this, you know, certain hits underneath the actual chord stab to give it a little bit of a texture difference between the hits. There's a lot you can do with it, and it's, you know, it's going to work with your track because it's sourced from material that you've already used in your track. It's a great way to work. I find it a fun way to work. It's super beneficial. You come up with some crazy unique sounds that no one else is going to have. So try it out. Let me know how it works for you and your projects and tracks. I'd love to hear how it goes. But until then, take care. I'll see you really soon. Bye bye.